We're going to be doing the travel hazards for the posse. They have completed the last mission and they are headed to town. So they are headed to a medium-sized town, I think. So each hero automatically adds a travel hazard for the medium-sized town. Alright, so we're going to do the travel hazards for each individual hero of the posse. And the red dice is going to be the 10s and the white the 1s. 66. Traveler on the road. This result may not be re-rolled or canceled. Roll once on the chart below to see what kind of stranger you have run into. Rolling on the chart also may not be re-rolled. Okay, so the gambler has rolled a 66. So we're going to re-roll on a d6. We found a traveling missionary. Walking the roads to help the fallen and those who have lost their path. All heroes may fully heal their sanity and remove D3 corruption points. Okay. Wow. That's pretty nice. Alright. So, let's take a look at their corruption points. Okay. So, the gambler has 1 corruption point. Now he has none. The Frontier Doc has 2. Or, no, she has 4 corruption. She loses 1 of those. So now she has 3. And then the Bandito has 2. And he loses 1. That was really great. That missionary came in handy. I can get rid of your corruption. And he did. Okay, so the second travel hazard for the Frontier Doc is a 55. Rolling doubles. Massacred wagon train. You come across the twisted wreckage and broken bodies of a wagon train, torn apart by creatures. Each hero can decide to pass it without looking too close, or sift through the gore to look for anything useful. If you search the massacre, make a luck 5 test. If failed, lose 1 sanity permanently. You are scarred by the horror of the things you find. If passed, roll a d6 to see what you find. Alright, d6 result 1 through 4 is gear, 5 is an artifact, and 6 is a survivor. So let's try it. Try it with the gambler. He has quite a bit of luck. Total 4. So he, let's see, luck 5 test. He did pass. So he's going to get to roll on the d6 chart. He rolled a 3, so he gets a gear card. Okay. And his gear is a straight razor. Outlaw or performer only. Once per turn, you may take 1 corruption hit to ignore the target's defense for 1 of your combat hits. So the Frontier Doc has got a luck of 1. She's going to pass by. And then the Bandito is going to try. Oh boy, he's got a sanity of 8. He is not going to try. All right, so that is the only thing we're going to try at this point. Okay, so we will roll now, finally, for the Bandito's travel hazard. And he got a 32. Plague Church. Approached on the road by a tattered figure in dirty robes, he tells you of a church nearby, beset by a plague of pestilence. Each hero must decide to turn away and keep on the road or ride out to help the cursed group. Each hero that decides to help must spend 1 grit or take D6 corruption hits as they are ravaged by the plague. Then make a Spirit 5 test. If successful, gain 25 XP. If at least 5 successes are rolled, dice rolled of 5 or more, between all the heroes helping, the plague is warded off and the grateful church gives the heroes a prized artifact for coming to their aid. Draw a mine artifact that one of the heroes that helped gets to keep. If you cannot decide who will get it, roll off. Okay, so they do have 1 grit, so they can spend that grit on this challenge. So we are going to roll to see what kind of town it is. We're going for a medium town, but we need to figure out what kind of town it is. So it's a 2d6 roll, and it is a 7. Standard frontier town. Okay. So we are going to a medium standard frontier town. We're going to set our frontier town up. Oops. See what kind of businesses are in town. See what kind of businesses are in town without turning too many of them over. Okay. So here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. So let's see what we get. This is the doc's office. That will come in handy. Second is the church. That will probably come in handy as well. The gambling hall. That definitely will come in handy. The Indian trading post. The smuggler's den. And the frontier outpost. Those all sound great. And so for our first turn in the town, we've all decided to stay at the hotel. Okay, first day in town. We're going to draw a daily event card and see what we get. Crisp morning air. There is a fine chill to the morning that grips you as you step out the door into the fresh air. It is a refreshing bite to the senses that makes you feel alive. All heroes may make a Spirit 6 test. For each 6 rolled, you may remove 1 corruption point. Alright. Spirit 6 test. We will start with the gambler. He has a Spirit of 1. Okay, no, he did not pass. The Frontier Doc, Spirit of 2. She did not pass. And the Bandito has a Spirit of 3. And no, he did not. Alright, well, it's still a crisp morning. Let's go over the injuries and mutations of the individual characters. The Gambler has a prehensile tail mutation and a crushed arm. He's got a tentacle arm now and a prehensile tail. So we're going to go to the doc with head. We're going to go to the doc's office with the Gambler. And I feel like we need to go to the doctor's office for everyone. Let's see. The doctor, the Frontier Doc, has a maimed hand, internal bleeding, is hearing voices, and has the mutation of stone skin. So she's going to head over to the doc's as well. And the Bandito has eye stalks, a +1 critical hit damage. So we may keep the eye stalks, but he does have the chills. And let's see, and that's it. Okay, so he's gonna go to the doc's too. And I believe the chills is a madness. You're a madness at the church. Yes, okay, so let's start with the Gambler. So we are at the doc's office with the Gambler. And hopefully everything goes smoothly in the shadows of Brimestone. Alright, so we're going to roll for the location event at the doc's office for the Gambler. Alright, and he got a 6. 6 is the smell of death. All too familiar at the doc's office, no event. Okay, so the Gambler has quite a bit of money. 2,080. And he is looking to get some of this healed. So surgery. Limit 1 surgery attempt per injury/mutation. If you can afford to pay the cost, choose 1 injury or mutation you want to remove and roll on the chart below. Alright, so we are going to roll for the cost of the surgery. So 4 times 50, it's $200, and we're trying to get rid of the crushed arm. So let's see if we can do that. 6. Okay, medical miracle. Using a recently discovered alien device, the doc effortlessly Good lord. The doc effortlessly waves it over you, and you feel amazing. You may roll d6 for any number of injury, mutations, and parasites you currently have. On the roll of 3 up, that injury, mutation, parasite is instantly healed or removed. On each roll of 1, however, you instead take a corruption point, ignoring willpower. Okay, so let's try it out for the crushed arm. But I can roll on the tentacle arm. Okay, so my tentacle arm is gone, but my crushed arm is still there. That alien device really did a number on his arm. So it's back to normal. 1 less mutation. Not too bad. The prehensile tail. Do I want to get rid of the I think the prehensile tail is pretty cool. I'm going to keep the prehensile tail. But he's going to have to come back for the crushed arm. Does he have any corruption right now? I think he has 1. So he spent $200. Yeah, I think he has 1. So he spent $200 on that. And then he's going to roll a d6 to try to get rid of a corruption. And he's got a 4 up. Okay. Then roll a d6 on the roll of 1, 2, or 3. You also take d6 wounds, ignoring defense. Alright, so he spent $300 total and got rid of 1 mutation and 1 corruption, leaving him with $1780 in gold. And then he's going to buy some bandages. He's going to buy 2 bandages and some herbs. That leaves him with $1555. Okay, so we move on to the Frontier Dock. She is rolling for the location event. She gets a 12. Oh wow, medical miracle. You may roll a d6 for any number of injury, mutations, and parasite you currently have. On a roll of 3 up, that injury, mutation, or parasite is instantly healed. On each roll of 1, however, you instead take a corruption point, ignoring willpower as the device irradiates you. She is going to roll on all of her injuries and mutations. So she has a mangled hand. Okay, and she was able to cure the mangled hand. And she is rolling for the internal bleeding. No, she did not pass on the internal bleeding. That is a failed. Any refunds halved my attempt. And then the stone skin is healed. Okay, so she remains internally bleeding. So it's d6 times 50, so it's $150. And it would have gotten rid of the it got rid of the mangled hand and the stone skin, but left the internal bleeding. So if we say that because she gets a refund on the failed surgery, a half refund for the failed surgery. So let's say each one costs $50, so she gets $25 back. So she actually spent $125 on that, which would leave her with $900 right now. Okay, so she is going to take a look at what she actually has here. She has a couple of items that she might want to get rid of. Let's see. She is Frontier, so she can use this pistol. So she may hang on to that. The Ghost Warrior Hatchet requires 3 spirit or higher to use. She has a 2 spirit. Combats are +1 damage against models that are not activated this turn. Now the Bandito has 3 spirit, so he could use it. But I'm thinking we're going to take a look at what is available at the doc's office. So a bone saw is available, and it says use 1 grit when you do 1 or more wounds to the enemy with a combat hit to permanently reduce that model's defense to 0. This may not be used on models with the tough ability. Tools of Science. Your base combat is now equal to your cunning. And finally, the Field Surgeon's Apron. Anytime you kill an enemy, you may heal 1 sanity. Alright, so she could trade in that Currently she has 900 gold. She could trade in the Void Lantern. Uses 2 peril dice for hold back the darkness test. If doubles are rolled, you also take d6 horror hits, and every other hero takes 1 horror hit as the lantern's light shows you glimpses into the void. Yeah, I think we're going to get rid of this Void Lantern. So that's going to give her a plus 750. And then she doesn't need the pickaxe and the hatchet. I think she's going to get rid of the pickaxe as well. Even though it lets her collect 1 more. Darkstone. Okay, so that's 1,050 extra. So she cannot get the Tools of Science, which her cunning is a 4. Wow, that would be really good. Alright, so she's going to get the Bone Saw. And that's 1,100. And then finally the Bandito is at the church, and he wants to try to get rid of one of his madnesses, or his only madness, which is the chills. Okay, so he's going to roll for the location event. Alright, he got a 4. Darkstone Altar. The sacred altar here is inlaid with darkstone gems. For the rest of the town's day, all rituals at the church require 1 darkstone in addition to their normal cost. No extra effect if rolled more than once. Okay, does he have any darkstone? I believe he might. Yes, he has 4 darkstone currently. Okay, so this is a ritual, Exorcism of Madness. Let's see, and he is going to try to roll for that and see what he gets. So he's going to spend a darkstone, and d6 times 50 gold is 1. Alright, so he's going to pay $50 for this, and then see what he gets. He got 4, which is a success. He has healed his chills. Okay, good deal. Alright, so the chills are gone, and he's got 2 corruption points, so he's going to try to remove those corruption points with a wave of his hands and a few cryptic words and a splash of holy water. You'll be good as new. They'll knock the corrupt influences right out of you, for a marginal fee, of course. Alright, so I'm going to pay the $100 and remove d6 minus 2 corruption points from your hero. If no corruption points are removed, instead, you take d6 sanity damage, ignoring willpower. Alright, so we're taking our chances here, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so 5. 5 minus 2 is 3, so he is completely healed of his corruption. Nice job. He's still got his eye stalks, but look, the mutations... That doesn't sound too terrible, actually. Eye stalks don't sound too bad. It sounds bad in real life, but... Alright, eye stalks. Where are the eye stalks? All of your critical hits are +1 damage. You are also -1 corruption resistance. So he would go from, oh no, he had 3 corruption. I'm sorry, he had 3. But he got rid of all 3 because they rolled a 5. Okay, so right now his corruption is a resistance would be a 4 because of his eye stalks. Does that outweigh? I don't think he could get rid of a mutation here, but that's alright. Let's see what he can purchase at this area. Blessed Auras. Okay, so Aura of Endurance. Make a Spirit 4 test. If successful, receive this aura. If successful, for the next adventure, you gain armor plus a 5 up. Aura of Wrath. Make a Spirit 4 test. To successfully receive this aura, if successful during the next adventure, you may add +6 damage to a single one of your hits. Aura of Protection gives you a 6 armor and a 6 spirit armor. And Aura of Fortitude gives you a spirit armor of 5 up. Okay, so we're going to try for the Aura of Fortitude. Yeah, because it's a little cheaper. Alright, so the Aura of Fortitude is what we're trying for 150 gold. Okay, we did not get it. So we're going to use our grit, the 1 grit we have, to re-roll that. And we still didn't get it. Okay, so he's out $150 plus the $50 for the exorcism plus the $100 for the corruption. So that's 300 so far. And let's see, he can do a conversion for 500, and currently he has 1140 minus 300. Gain +1 spirit and the keyword holy anytime you visit a town location that has a gambling option, such as a saloon. However, you must roll a d6 on a roll of 1 or 2. You've fallen back to your old ways, losing this bonus. Let's see. Holy robes. +3 health. You can buy a chalice of holy light. Start each adventure with d3 +1 faith tokens. These tokens may be used like normal faith tokens when casting blessing sermons, but are only 1 use each. Discard any remaining faith tokens here at the end of the adventure. Book of Armageddon. Your +1 casting. Okay. Icon of Resistance. Once per turn, you may re-roll a single failed defense roll. Scroll of Protection. Discard to cancel a darkness card on a roll of d6 of 3 up. Cross of Vengeance. Cross of the Fallen Order. While you were less than full health, your combat hits are +1 damage. While you are at less than half health, your combat hits are +2 damage. And the Censer of Illumination. Once per adventure, you may automatically pass a casting roll to perform a sermon, even if dice have already been rolled. So I don't think we're going to do the conversion. Let's see. Brimestone Ash. Let's see. Free attack at any time. Discard at any time to do 1 wound to every adjacent enemy, ignoring defense. Ooh. That could be good. Yeah, okay, so let's grab a Brimstone Ash. You know what? No, we're not going to do that. We're just going to subtract the 300 that we've already spent. So that's 840. Because we're going to go get some dynamite. And then he spent 2 of his weird stones, so he's got 2 left. Alright, so he is going to go back to the hotel as well. And then we are going to roll for the town event. So we got a 2. We're fine. We're still on 1. So the next day, we move up to the next day and we draw a daily event card. Okay. Rolling Tumbleweed. Just another day on the frontier of the Wild West, tumbleweed and wide open skies as far as the eye can see. Every hero may heal up to 2 sanity damage. Well, nobody has any sanity damage right now. Okay, so the gambler is going to go to the gambling hall today. I believe we're going to send the doc back. No, I'm sorry. That's right, because the gambler still has that tentacle arm, so he's going to go back to the doctor's office today. Try to get rid of that. The Frontier Doc still has internal bleeding. She's going to try to cure that. And then the Bandito is going to try to buy some dynamite. I think we just have to go to the Frontier Outpost. So, let's roll for the gambler for the event chart at the doc's office. Alright, so he got a 4. Dirty Tools. The doc is using Dirty Tools operating for operating in stinks of liquor. That's not good. All attempts at surgery made today are -1 to the roll chart to a maximum of 0. Okay, well, you know what? He's still going to try it. So let's roll a d6. It's a 5. You know what, though? Let's see what the surgeon can do here. My frontier doc can do field surgery. Once per adventure or town stay, use 1 grit to choose an injury or mutation on another hero and roll a d6. On a 5 up, it's healed. On a roll of 1, the hero loses 1 health permanently instead and may not be used during a fight. Alright, so we're going to do that before we try this doc visit. Okay, so she got a 5. And that heals his mutated arm. She is good to go. That saves me some cash. Nice job. And then he is going to go to the gambling hall instead of the doctor's office. We'll say she healed him at the hotel. Okay, great. Alright, so let's roll for her doc's office visit. She got an 8. The smell of death is no event. Alright, so all she really needs to do here is try to heal that internal bleeding. So she's going to roll a d6 for the cost. So it's going to be 200 for the cost. And then she rolled a 5, which is a success. The injury or mutation is healed. Okay, so her internal bleeding is healed. Past the frontier dock and onto the gambler in the gambling hall. Let us roll for the location event. Okay, 2d6, and we got a 6. 6, laughter, cheers, and sadness. Smoke fills the air, and the cheering thrill of winners roars through the hall, while the empty despair of the drunk and down on their luck lingers in the shadows. No event. Okay. Alright, so we've got some choices to make here. We can do a little gambling, and I think that's what we're going to do. Let's see. I've got 2 things of Darkstone, but I'm not sure I want to sell that here because it's only worth 50 each. Let's do some 5-card draw poker. So the way we do this is roll 5 dice to represent your hand of cards. At this point, you must pay anywhere from 50 to 250 more as an extra bet. You choose the amount, or fold. Choose to lose instead of adding an extra bet. You may then re-roll any number of your dice. Alright, so let's start with that. Okay, so we got a couple of 5s, a couple of 3s, and a 4. So I think we're going to bet $100 more. You know what? Yeah, let's bet $100 more. Okay, and we got a 6, so that's not really going to help us too much. Alright, so we have to get a Cunning 6 test with at least 2 successes. So let's see. Let's see what we can do as far as the stack the deck is concerned. Use 1 fortune token to choose any card deck. Nope. Counting cards. Use 1 fortune token just after this card has been played. Nope. Use 1 fortune to reroll any single die just rolled. Alright, he has 1 fortune. So we are going to reroll that 6. And we got a 3, so we got a full house. Okay, good deal. Alright, so a full house means you need 2 of a number and 3 of a number, and you do a Cunning 4 test to win the hand. Alright, so his Cunning is 4, and he just needs a 4 or better. Alright, we got it. Great. So now what happens is, if any of the dice re-roll during this Cunning test, immediately gain an extra unwanted attention marker. We didn't do that. If successful, gain d6 times 25 as well as double your extra bet. If you fail to lose the poker game and your bet. If you failed, you lose the poker game and your bet. Alright, so we're going to roll a d6. Alright, whoa, 6 times 25. So that's going to be 150 And then we bet 100, so that will net us, we'll get another $200 minus 50 for the bet, the initial bet. Let's see. So that'd be 300 altogether. So we got 300 extra gold. That is great. Okay. Oh, wrong place. Okay. And then he is going to try the gemstone craps. He is going to... You know what? He's going to play another hand of poker. That's pretty cool. We can play it 3 times. Okay, so a couple of 6s. All right, so let's bet here. Let's bet another 100. Okay, 2 5s and 2 6s. So we would have to make a cunning 6 test to win this. All right, his cunning is 4. And we lost. So we lost 150 on that. Okay. We're still ahead by 150. All right, so let's play one more hand. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's try for a straight. Oh no. Okay, so didn't get a straight. All right, so we got to try another cunning 6 test. Oh wait, so we'll just say it's the same bet as last time. Okay, so we got a 6. All right, so that's double our 100, and then 25. So 225 minus 50 for the bet would be 175 extra. Okay, so that gives us a grand total of winnings at 325. 325. All right. So that's not too bad. And then we're gonna skip the Devil's Wheel this time. Yeah, because not feeling that lucky. And then let's see. Gambler's Gun. Once per turn, you may add D6 minus 3 damage to a single hit from the Gambler's Gun. If this is a negative number, the damage done is reduced by that amount. Okay, range 7, shots 2. Interesting. Darkstone Poker Chip. Anytime you gain gold while gambling, you gain an extra 50 gold. Limit 1. Alright, and so he also has, whenever you collect gold from gambling in town, you may collect an extra D6 times 50 gold. So we did that twice. So the first one we get 50 more gold, and then the second one, oh wow. Okay, so we got 250 there, so we got another 300 gold. Okay, so that's earnings of 625. I think that may draw some unwanted attention. Let's see, and let's do the craps table. That's $100, and if successful, you gain $100 for every 5 up rolled. All right, so $100. We can do this once. Okay, so one $100 bill. And we paid $100, so we broke even. Cheaters hold out pistol, free attack once per fight. Range 4, 1 shot, criticals on a 5 or 6. This free attack may be made at initiative +3. Wow, okay. That's pretty dope. Let's see what else they have on offer. They got a black tie, gear, clothing, neck. While in town, you are +1 cunning. Fancy boulder, gear, clothing, hat. While in town, recover a grit anytime you roll doubles on a location event chart. Top hat, $850. Gear, clothing, hat. It's got an upgrade slot. +2 sanity. Gain the keyword showman. $12.50. Gambler's jacket. Once per adventure to town stay, recover D3 grit. Red sash. Gear, clothing, belt. +1 move. Once per adventure, you may cancel a single hit against you. And gold ring. Once per adventure town stay, change any single die you just rolled into a 6. Ooh. Boy, I like some of these choices here. Gambler's jacket seems really cool. Getting back that D3 grit. So does the cheater's holdout pistol. Oh man, how much do we have? So that was a total of 625. So that's 2150 is what we have. So let's get one of these. Yeah, once per adventure town stay, recover D3 grit. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy the gambler's jacket. And we are going to sell something here too to kind of offset this. I don't necessarily like this falling gunfighter's pistol. It's a little crazy. It's got you can take 3 wounds, ignore defense, and add +2 to a hit. Oh, +2 damage. That might work out though. And that could replace one of the regular pistols. Alright, and it's an option, and it's 3 shots. Yeah, I gotta keep that. Okay. So we'll sell one of our regular pistols for $100, and then we will... Oh no, I already have a jacket. The gambler's jacket I already have. Oh, dang it. Okay, so no gambler's jacket. So what else can I get? I can do gambler's gun, the holdout pistol. I think we're gonna get the red sash. Red sash. +1 move. Cancel 1 hit per adventure. And that is a no weight to that. It's just a sash. Okay, let's see. And then we're gonna sell off this pistol and this. I don't know if I want to sell that. I feel like I should hold on to that. All right, so we're gonna sell the pistol. So that's another 100. So that'll give us a total of 2250 and minus 1850. So that leaves us with 400. 400 gold. 400 exactly. Alright, so we'll have to get an eraser for that next time. 400 gold. Okay, and he is done at the gambling hall. So he's going to go back to the hotel. And that was a pretty good stay at the gambling hall for him. Oh, yeah, we're going to look up whether or not he gains unwanted attention. That's right. Unwanted attention, gaining it. Too many mutations or gaining gold at the saloon or gambling hall. At the end of the location visit to the Golder's saloon or gambling hall, in which a hero gain any amount of gold for any reason, they also gain one unwanted attention marker. Okay, while a hero has one or more unwanted attention markers at any time, they roll a 7 on the location chart. They must roll to see if they are attacked. Roll a d6. If the roll is equal to or less than the number of unwanted attention markers they have, the hero is attacked from behind by a cowardly but dangerous individual with murder on their mind. The hero must immediately make a Luck 5 test to move aside at the last minute. If successful, would-be assassin runs off into a back alley. If failed, the hero is shot in the back, taking d6 times the hero level of wounds, ignoring defense and armor. This is if this KOs the hero, they are killed. And all the unwanted attention markers are removed at the end of the town stay. So he has one of those markers now. One unwanted attention. One unwanted attention. So we need to avoid 7s on the location chart. And then finally, we're moving on to our friend and compadre, Hombre. Hombre has got some really good gear. I was playing the boot spurs wrong, and someone in the comments gave me the correct information on that. So I will reread that going forward and make sure I play this correctly. But I am holding on to those. And then this healing stone is just pretty amazing. So I'm holding on to that. And his pistol, his dynamite satchel, all of that I need to hold on to. But I need to go and try to get rid of one more. No, I got rid of the chills. Yeah, so I didn't need to go here. I needed to go to the Frontier Outpost to try to buy some dynamite. And he currently has 840 gold. Alright, so let's roll on our location event. And we got a 10, which says Sound of Bugles. Okay. Over the outpost walls, you can hear the bugles blare as the soldiers run, training drills to be ready for the next Hellbat attack. Do not roll for a town event at the end of this day in town. Well, that is pretty great. Okay, entering, we have 2 Darkstone to sell, and we're gonna roll a d6 to see how much we could get selling them here. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's 225 a piece. So that's going to give him an extra 500 in cash. So that brings him up to, what is that, 840, 1340. Nice. Oh, no, it's not 500, it's, sorry. 840 plus 225. So it's 65, 1065. Right. Okay, so he is going to get some dynamite. He can hold, how many can he hold in his satchel? Holds up to 5. Alright, so he's going to get 4 of those and spend 800 on the dynamite. That leaves him with 265. Okay. And he's got 4 dynamite. He still has 1 bandage. They look at him kind of funny because he's got these eye stalks. He says, "What are you looking at?" Alright, so he is going to go back to the hotel. And this is day 3 since his event let me skip rolling for the town event. So we are here at day 3 and we're going to say one more day. Let's pull that event. Okay, just another day on the frontier, no effect. Alright, so we're not in a specialty town, so there is no effect. Take a look here. He got rid of that arm. The doc got rid of that arm for him, which was awesome. And I believe, does that count as being healed? She probably got, I would consider that being healed, so she probably got picked up another 50, or what is it, 5 XP for that? Yeah. We'll see. I'll look that up. Okay, so she has still got hearing voices as a madness, though. She wants to try to cure that, so she's going to go to the church. The bandito is going to go to the trading post. And the gambler, he's going to go to the smuggler's den and try to pick up some tequila. Okay, so let's start with the gambler. Oh, he is going to go to the gambling hall one more time. Okay, so he is going to try his luck one more time. Alright, so 2d6, and he got a 5. Sorry, mister. A drunken patron bumps into you as they stumble toward the door. Patting your pocket as you turn around, you realize something is missing. You lose $200, 2 Darkstone, or 1 gear or 1 artifact. Alright, so he is going to lose 200. So that puts him down to 200 left because he had 400. So he really needs to gamble now. Okay, so he is going to play poker again. And this is the first roll for this. Okay, so you got 2 1s and 2 5s. Oh boy, I don't know if I want to try for the Let's try for 3 or 4 of a kind. Okay, did not get it. Alright, so now he's got to make a cunning 6 test. And he did! Okay, so, oh, damn. I forgot to gamble. So let's just do the D6 times 25. Alright, so that's 100. He made 50 on that one. Alright, so he's at 250 now. Did he sell his Darkstone? You know what? He's going to sell his Darkstone. Cash in Darkstone. Alright, so 50 each. He's going to turn in... Yeah, he's just going to take it. So that gives him 4... That gives him 150, so it'd be 400 again. Alright, so second hand of poker. Okay, 5, 5, 6. Alright, so we're gonna gamble $100. Okay, 6, 6. Alright, so he needs to get a 6 on a cunning test. Okay, he did not, so he lost 150. So he's down to 250. 250. And then his final roll. Okay, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna try for a straight. Gambling another 100. No, dang it. Okay, so no 6s, so he lost another 150. That takes him down to, he's got $100 left. Okay, so now he's gonna try the craps and make a luck 5 test. Okay, so he made 100 and paid 100, so he broke even on that. All right, so he's just gonna walk away. Gonna go walk back to the hotel. All right, so the Frontier Doc is at the church, and she's gonna try to get her madness taken care of. All right, so the event chart for the doctor, Frontier Doctor. Okay, 7. Faith to the Forsaken. The preacher's fiery oratory echoes through the mostly empty church. No event. Alright, so she is going to roll a d6. So it's 3 times 50, 150. Does she have 150? I think she does. Yeah, she has 650, so she's good. Okay, so she's going to attempt to cure this madness. Okay. She got a 1. Oh. Too far gone, the madness is too severe. It can never be healed through exorcism at the church. Wow. Wow. Okay, so she will hear voices for the rest of her life. Too far gone. Yeah, let's see. Does she have anything that can help her with this? Once per adventure or town state, choose any die just rolled and roll a 1. Just roll a 1 or a 6 and flip a coin. Reverse the roll if it's heads. If it's tails, take 1 corruption hit, but the cursed coin may be used again during the adventure town state, though not for the same roll. Okay, so we're going to try our cursed coin to try to reverse that. Boy, this might not be a good idea. A coin. A coin. You know, I've got all these tokens, but no coin. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a token. Alright. Make it a nun token. And then the nun part is heads, and the Shadows Brimstones is tails. It landed on heads, but I got to do it where you could see it. Alright, the nun is heads, and the Shadows of Brimstone is tails. Okay. I am flipping it too hard. Okay, we're gonna try something different here. All right, so the Indian Scout is heads, and Shadow's Brimstone is tails. Okay. All right, so change that 1 to a 6, and she has cured her mental resolve. The madness is healed. Gain +2 sanity for the experience. All right. All right. So she goes to 14 experience or 14 sanity, and she no longer has the hearing voices. Great. So she's gonna try to get an aura. We're gonna go for the armor 5 aura. Aura of endurance. Okay, she got it. She had to roll 4. She got a 4. Okay, so she has the aura of endurance for the next adventure. And that cost her $200. So now she has 450 gold. All right, and she's gonna go back to the hotel. And then finally, our friend the Bandito is going to try to grab some tequila here at the Smuggler's Den. Okay. Smuggler's Den, event chart. Alright, so we got a 9. A big haul. More illicit items have found their way into the black market this afternoon. I'm sure they just fell off the back of a wagon. Roll 4 and draw an extra 2 items for the black market goods. Well, he only has a little bit of cash left, so he is not going to bother with that. And he is just going to pick up a tequila. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try it and see what we get for the cards, for the artifacts. He's got $265 left. Okay, so the initial roll for the black market goods is 3 dice. And so these 2 are otherworld artifacts. And then this one is a gear card. All right, so we're going to draw a gear card. And we're going to draw from the center of the deck. And then we're going to pull some world cards. Okay, so the first one's going to be Tradera. Let's put that back. Second one's going to be Tradera. Okay, so 2 from Tradera. This is just to see what's available. Okay, so 2 of those. And then because we rolled the 10, we get to roll for 2 more items. So a 5 and a 4, so another gear card. And another artifact from another world. Alright, so we're having fun now. The Bandito is checking over the wares in the Smuggler's Den. Right next to the outpost because you hide it in plain sight. Why wouldn't you do that? Alright, so the Blasted Wastes is the final artifact location. Alright. So that's all the stuff that's available. Alright, so first one is Shahari Finder. That is 650 gold. Roll an extra die when scavenging. Once per adventure, you may cancel a depth event on a roll of d6, roll of 3 or more. Alright, the second is War Maps. Discard to cancel and redraw an exploration token, map card, or threat just drawn. Okay, and the final artifact is Dradaran Trench Pistol. That's 500. Take 1 corruption hit to fire. Range 5, 3 shots, plus 1 damage. The gear cards are Dead Man's Dice. At the start of every fight, you may roll 2d6. If their doubles are rolled, recover grit up to your max grit. If a total of 7 is rolled, take 3 horror hits. And then finally, Outlaw Armor, 1200 gold. Requires strength 3 or higher to use, -1 agility to -1 initiative, but it's an armor 3-up, and it's got 3 upgrade slots. Wow, okay. So, no, we can't afford any of that, but it was kind of cool to look and see what the Smuggler's Den actually had. And then, yeah, he is going to... He's only got 8 sanity. So, I feel like it's kind of a waste to buy the tequila because it's 2d6. Might be 7. Alright, so he's going to buy the tequila because he's here. And I want to leave 10. So he goes for, that's minus, how much is the tequila? 125. And that gives him 140 left. It is the end of the day. We've got to roll day 3. We're going to roll for this event chart. Got a 1. And that is going to bring us to the town event chart. So that's a 2d6 roll. So that's a 6. Spreading fear. Fear spreads through the town as the days grow dark and the demonic attacks grow more frequent. One random town location closes up shop and may not be visited for the rest of the town stay. Roll a d6 to determine which location the campsite dissipates. The campsite dissipates and may no longer be used, and the hotel doubles their current rate. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they're numbered, so that's nice. Okay, number 5 is the gambling hall. The gambling hall is shut down. Okay. And we are going to leave town. So we need to pay our bill, and everybody owes $30 to the hotel. So they're going to go ahead and subtract $30, which leaves the Bandito with 110. Leaves the Frontier Duck with 420, and the Gambler with $70. And so they will be traveling to the next adventure out of this town. But I'd say they've done well, getting rid of most, if not all, of their mutations and injuries and madness. I left the Gambler with a prehensile tail and the Bandito Ombre with eye stalks. So, thank you for joining me. Join us next time on our next adventure with this group, this posse. Like and subscribe.